What up, people? We're back. Oh my goodness, that was really cringy. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
I'm here with Melissa Snowblanket today because she's here. She's here for my emotional support because I have a problem where I start freaking out and I want to start crying. It's almost like hyperventilating, but not.
You just have a random anxiety attack.
It's not anxiety. It's excitement. And so I know, but I get so freaked out over it. So, also, I should mention, I have food. It's very crunchy. So, I apologize if you hear either of us crunching on peanut corn. Yeah, like peanut brittle almost, but with popcorn.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
I really good. I love it. Did you hear that? Did you understand anything I said?
No one's here.
I don't care. It gets archived to my channel, so people will be able to watch it after they miss it. So we're gonna be doing part 4.1 trial and part 4.2 trial today, and Friday we will wrap it all up with part 4.3.
The most depressing part.
Yep.
I'll be there too.
Yeah, she'll be here tomorrow too. So.
Yep.
Let's go. Give me a minute to finish this piece before I get to talk. Hi, Shadow. You're all staring at me.
Want some more?
You don't get any more. Come here. Hi. You like my hand? Here. Come down here.
That's good.
Hmm?
It's fine.
That's so. Go for your fur.
What?
Nothing. Come here. Shadow, come here. Come down here. What are you doing? Lay down. Hi, silly. Okay. Let me just finish this. Okay. Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself? Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, please tell me what's going to happen to Mystic Maya. I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple. Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall? No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't paint the inner temple. She's required to be here in court. Then, how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby? I have to admit, it's kind of strange. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Hi there. Edgeworth. What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what?
Who is talking here?
Edgeworth. The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard. What are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Francisca isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else would it be but 𝙁𝙁𝘁. Francisca's engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern. The Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's... Exactly. She has been out there all night, trying to remove those trick locks. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the lock should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth. Prosecutor 𝙁𝙁 intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. I know. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Blah, 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 I can't speak. Hi, how you doing? Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you've passed your hold on to someone else, literally.
Are all streams archived?
Yeah, so if you stream, it shows up on your channel later. Shadow, why are you looking at me like that?
He wants...
I know, he wants more peanut corn, but he doesn't get any more.
Let me see if I can throw it.
Oh, I got it! Nice! And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner. Thanks.
That was cool.
He said partner. Also,
Capcom is getting closer to making it.
Capcom is giving fan service.
They have to.
I missed that line. I didn't read it. I'm so sorry, guys.
What was it?
I don't remember. I have to look at the transcript now. Nice. I don't want to, though. The circumstances around the murder of Ms. Elise Dunham. No, I mean Ms. Misty Faye. The impossible.
Did they mess it up?
They're the same person. Did you forget? She's terrible. She's played this case too.
I just forget.
And you were here yesterday.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah, and you left me.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't make it anything better!
I'm sorry, but the rub to the nose.
My thumb is still as big as your tip of your nose, so you have a big nose. Stop. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. Shadow, come down here. Do you want some more? Come here.
Come here.
Come over here. Shadow, come here. Come here.
I have to deliver him.
Come on. Come on. She's like, I don't want to get out the. Oh. No. He doesn't get any more. And
No
what
more Shadow.
that woman is really after. I want him down here though. Ah.
Just right here on my hand.
Nice. I probably just got some stuck to my hand because my hand is covered in slobber, and therefore I touched the floor, and therefore there's a lot of fur over there. So you're sitting in a very dangerous zone.
Am I?
Yes.
Can I move on?
Still sitting in danger zone's over by the door up to like right there.
I touched right here.
Oh. Well, this is covered in dark here too, but it's fine. Probably
Not
smells
that
like it
much.
too. Probably smells like dog too. I can't tell. All I know is it smells like me, which is a great smell. Anyways, I will
goof around because no one's watching.
I'm goofing around because I'm bored. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. I need to lay down because my back is killing me.
Grab a pillow.
No.
You don't need a pillow.
No, I don't. I good. We good.
No,
Ouch.
Shadow.
Hi, Shadow. You want to come down here?
Come here, Shadow.
Can you pull that over? No, not like that. Thank you.
Well, I was trying to tap you to get Shadow down here.
Don't touch it.
No.
Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of 𝙎𝙁𝘃 Temple.
Never mind.
There's the menace himself.
Say dot, dot.
I don't say anything. Your Honor, what are you? Who? Me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this month. In the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale. Not to mention sad that he couldn't be here.
It's about to play and you're gonna scream. You must cover your face now.
I'm gonna shrivel in a ball! I'm actually a snail now. Hello. Pull this over my head. I'm a snail now. And it won't go over my face! Okay. You guys should have seen that. I have a blanket right now, so I'm really cold. For some reason. And, I decided to try and pull it around my face and, like, pretend I was a snail, but it didn't work. Okay.
It's not making me laugh. They don't want to choke.
You don't want to choke. They can choke. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't take that offensively. I'm sorry.
Shadow lays down.
He's staring at you. Okay. I have let half of his theme song play. I haven't said anything of his. It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment. Well said, Mr. Godo. I understand exactly what you said, at least up until the end anyway. Now then, Mr. Godo, please proceed with your opening statement. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. Ah! It didn't even break in half! I got like 3 parts! How dare you? Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There is only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world.
Oh, crap.
The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this book. So then you mean... forget it. What do you mean? During yesterday's show, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. You want it. You take it. I want it. But today, she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of 𝙎𝙁𝘃 Temple has a confession to make.
Well, isn't that girl that was supposed to be watching this on some sort of trip?
Uh-huh.
So I swear she can't watch.
I'm sad. And I'm sad because of that.
So maybe I'll watch it later.
Now, I told her she could, message me and scream at me for all I care. Hi, we're talking about UK. How you doing? Confession, defendant. Iris, why didn't she discuss this with me first?
Only because you were the one defending the case at the time.
Because you were sick and dying.
It's fine now.
Take them both. No, I messed your mouth. Very well. Right there. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
Here.
I don't want it! I'm trying to speak. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at 𝙎𝙬𝘾 Temple. Witness, is there something that you want to confess to? Yes, but first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. It's alright. What is it? But Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident. What is your friend doing?
I don't know.
No.
Stop spamming.
Turn yourself on Do Not Disturb.
I am on Do Not Disturb.
No, you're not.
I am.
If it popped up, you're not on Do Not Disturb.
Goodbye. Also, my volume.
Ow! Melissa, you're getting me sick.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You've been around me too much today. She's been around me since 10 o'clock this morning.
Hey, who cares? It was fun.
I don't really care, but you're gonna get me sick.
I only have a cold. It's not that. It's probably just allergies messing with me. You just
Still, you're gonna get me
allergies
sick.
to me?
I'm going to quarantine this entire bedroom. I'm just kidding. Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Ms. Elise Donham? No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Myssterixus and carried it to the 𝙎𝙬𝘾 Temple courtyard where I desecrated it. I can't pronounce that word. What?
Desecrated it. You have a cute Irish voice.
Thank you. There's more where that came from, friends. Literally, doing the voices in this. I should totally find I should have voiced Mia when I did Turnabout Beginnings. That would have been fantastic. I should have actually had a voice for her because
And you didn't.
well, I do, but I don't.
You don't
like
it.
It's harder for me because it's like literally my voice, but pitched up like a half step.
Half an octave.
Not half an octave. It'd be like this. Well, like half a step, like kind of something like this.
An octave is.
It's like my excited voice, but not as exciting. So I don't like it. So, you know. But if you guys haven't, those of you who don't know, before I continue on, I'm rambling, which is fine. But I actually have cosplayed Mia before, and let me tell you, I'm a little.
You had some difficulties.
No, the fact that I look way too close to her is a little too close for comfort. Okay. I'm scared, to be fair.
And if you turn into her?
No! I'm not! Because first of all, I don't want to be a lawyer, because that's stressful.
And hard.
And I'm terrible at arguing. But, still, I'm a lot like her, in a lot of ways. Except,
I do this too.
yeah, I've started to turn into her. It's scary.
But your friends.
But I'm not dead. That's one thing I don't have in common with her. I mean, I have a younger sister who is irritating. Just kidding. Who likes food?
I'm Maya. Hi. Hi, I'm Maya.
Hi, I'm Maya Faye, and I like burgers. Okay, back to what we were talking about. Order in the court. Order. Witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Yes, that's correct. What?
It's just Maya and Iris.
I don't think so.
It might be Maya.
I don't think it is. That's not something I remember, though.
You said this part would become.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Instead of typing X, they go X.
Which part is
The last
the
part.
last part? Yeah. The last part's the most exciting part, which is why I'm leaving it for tomorrow.
Cliffhanger!
Wow! I have a video to finish tonight
Before
or
we eat it
tomorrow.
all up, put it away.
Yeah, but put that in the corner. I mean, they didn't get it for us because Mom can't have it because it's coconut in it. She's allergic to coconut.
Dad got it first.
Anyway, 3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat. That's 2. Or you keep count of that. You keep count of that. It's 2. Ha! Everyone on the planet is accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder. Yeah, but someone else did, and I know who did it. Isn't that right, Mr. Trey? Gordo. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie. Iris' testimony crumpled up and shoved into a pocket. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions? Iris was covering for someone? Yeah, I know who. Oh, shut up. Don't spoil it. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle or a life jacket. I've been at 𝙎𝙬 Temple ever since I was a little girl. 𝙎𝙬 Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Ꙭ𴑏 tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family. I'm sorry, but main family? Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself, if need be, to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Ꙭ🧘 channeling technique. Mystic Maya Fey. Huh? That's still 2.
Oh, wait.
No.
You said 2 earlier.
Well, when it came into his hand, it counts as 1. That's 2. Still 2. You dum-dum. I call her that because, I don't know. She likes it. Wait.
I don't mind because I am a dum-dum.
And besides, I don't mean it. I don't mean
It's
it.
sarcasm.
I don't mean it literally. I mean it as a joke because she loves me. She loves me.
You're leaning on my back.
Yep, and I'm gonna stay here now.
Okay.
This is my home now. I'm just kidding. I can't read it.
I gave the turtle a blueberry, and now we won't let go of it.
He loves it. I gave it.
We should quote vines more often.
It's fun. Okay. Wake up and smell the coffee, Trey. Move your foot. She's naming Maya.
Nice scream. I can't.
You should go practice that. Use your freaking core. There you go. But don't really force it. You gotta like.
I didn't force that.
That sounded forced. Did it? It did. You sounded like a yelping animal. Come here, Shadow.
It actually made I actually made myself cry doing that.
Then it hurt and you forced it. Come on, come down. Come down here. You're like, keep the, close that so he doesn't get into it. Hi, Shadow, come here.
And put it over.
Good boy. Okay. Give him some nubs.
I'll give him a walk.
Okay. Order in the court. So, nope, she's falling over. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murder. I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then
It's not her.
yeah, I know. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
Objection!
That's ridiculous! Maya could have never done such a... The defense will refrain from commenting on the appropriate time.
I want to lay down.
Lay down. Shadow.
Lay down.
No, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime? Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Hi. I'm petting him with my foot now.
Petting him with your foot. Move it. Oops, I forgot to send streaks this afternoon. Oh well. I'll just send him tonight. Or I'll send him a little later. I can't send him a little
Now
later.
you're laying on. Oh, hi.
I'm only on my blanket, so I'm not getting rug burns. I thought I was prepared for the unexpected. Yes, I have.
From just laying on the floor.
Yeah. Hi, Pupper. Lay down. Lay down right here. Aw, good boy. Put your butt down.
He doesn't. That would be Keaton.
I imagine the case would wind up going in this direction.
Aww, his tail's wagging.
His tail is always wagging. He's between his favorite people on the planet. One of them being me.
But we're both his favorite people.
He loves peoples. The real murderer. He likes Dad. He likes everybody. I'm his favorite human, though.
Because you're the one who
technically wanted him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic 𝙂 with her staff. While Mystic 𝙂 was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic 𝙂 tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it. So it wasn't self-defense. Yes.
Still 2, right?
Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. Yeah, still 2.
Treat.
That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic 𝙂. You moved the victim's body to the temple so that 𝙂 wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night, and that the person who did go was that woman.
What woman?
What woman? Her sister. Iris even admitted it. Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. You just moved the stuff. Stop moving it! Stop bumping it.
You can lay on me, buddy.
He doesn't want to. He's taking up the entire blanket. No, I'm all the way up against my bed. No. Shut up! He's trying to he's like, hug me, love me! Okay. Don't, stop. Don't put your, you're hurting him. Don't do that.
He wanted a hug.
Yeah, but you hugged his neck. He's okay. He's still breathing. He's right here.
You can lay down now, buddy.
Come on, lay down. Ah, my turn.
I can't see. You.
Shadow. This is a bad idea.
She nuzzled my face.
She moved in to deliver a fatal strike?
Now I can't see. You'll have to keep counting.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon. We're only doing a cross-examination right now. I don't think he'll do it. Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
But you'll have to still keep count if he distracts me.
It was some kind of dagger. A dagger, huh? And Elise Donham tried to stab her with this weapon to kill Miss Faye? Yes, exactly.
I thought it count. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, how many drinks are in one coffee?
I don't know, but he's got another one, so I would say count it to 3.
Tree.
Ha! Yeah, 3. He just drank it. Nice. You look like it after I missed it. That's a really long word.
What?
Worcestershire.
I'm
trying
to check if I'm okay.
Worcestershire. I don't know.
I'm trying to check if I'm okay.
Shadow. Shadow! Come here! Come hither!
Come hither?
Come hither! Oops. I just pulled him towards me and now I'm falling over. No! Don't step on it! No! Stop! Stay! This stream is definitely going to be really long now. It's only 23 minutes and we've just barely started the trial. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be here a while.
That's him.
Shadow, get back up here. Shadow, hey.
No, I want him over here.
Let him back up on the bed.
Come here, Shadow. Shadow.
He's being a problem child.
Ah! Ah!
Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy? Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony? Yes, we do. We do have a problem. Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony. You do.
Hi.
But the witness is your own client. Yes, well, nevertheless. That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
He wanted this.
4. Yes, sir. Hey, wait just a moment. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps. I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. It's 4. Okay, now, let's continue.
I'm stuck.
Sister Iris. There's something there's something strange about your version of events. Huh? Shadow. Huh? Ms. Donham throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But shake.
But
Shadow. Shake.
say paw.
Paw. Shadow.
Shadow. Shadow. Hey, paw. Give me paw. Give me paw. Like no. like, I don't want that. But all you can do with a staff is hit someone. What was that notification I just got? Oh, never mind. Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword. Ah! If 𝙬𝙁𝘀 really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? Ooh, this is objection. Okay, that's 5. 5. We're counting for a good reason, by the way.
So you know how many coffees he drinks in one trial?
Because he claims 17, but we're going to prove him wrong. We're going to prove him wrong.
Maybe.
We have to keep track of that number tomorrow too, because tomorrow's still part of the same trial. So
We'll have to write it down after.
I'll write the number down in
Write it down
my game notes, and I'll check it over before. Gatto, whatever it is, I don't even know. Gatto! We're calling him Cat now.
Gatto!
We're calling him Cat now.
Gatto!
Yep. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's mean.
Oh, your legs are shaky.
His?
Yeah.
Well, you're putting a lot of weight on him. That was an impressive bit of investigating, right? I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. Sure you did.
Shadow is not wagging his tail because you're in his way.
Shadow. He's sitting on his tail, that's why. But even so, how should I put this?
Here we go.
A long sword. Please stop. I'm trying to read. You're interrupting. A long sword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose the dagger over her blade. Well... Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony. But there is something strange about this whole testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point. Very well, Your Honor. The evidence will not present evidence to back its argument. No, Mr. Wright, I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Ms. 𝙬𝙀𝘀 would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. So now we have to present her profile. Get over here, Melissa.
I'm stuck.
Shadow, get off of her.
He's not on.
Yeah, he was. Come here.
Can't let him sit down.
Okay, so I need to move the trial a little bit faster because we've been fooling around for half an hour. We're barely in the second testimony. And usually by now I'd be in the third.
Oh well. Goofing around is right.
No, it's not big enough for you. If you need a blanket, go grab my snuggie and wrap that around you.
Shadow was being good.
𝙬𝙀𝘀 would never have attacked Maya Fey. How can you be so sure? Because the victim's real name was not 𝙬𝙀𝘀. Her real name was Misty Fey. Fey. Ah! No! Not Misty Fey. Who was Misty Fey? Is she related to... Misty Fey is the master of the Curian channeling technique. She is also the mother of Maya Fey. Are you serious? Yes, we're serious. Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Was 𝙬𝙀𝘀 actually the great Mystic Misty? There's no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea. I can hardly believe it. The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years, the fact that her other... Never mind. Perhaps the prosecution... I gave you a high five. I don't care.
It's 5.
You're still 5.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, that's good. Order the court. Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented,
He's thinking in my face.
1, that the victim supposedly threw away his sword during the fight, and 2, that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter, despite the facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, our story seems difficult to believe. 6.
Okay. 6.
I missed that line.
I'll just do this for 6.
Okay, let me freaking open the transcript to this so I can find the line I just missed. Just a second, people.
Second wacky. Second wacky.
Hang on. I gotta find that line. This is 4 1. No, wait. Is it? Yeah, it is. Back to cases. I love this music, by the way, so I'm just gonna jam a little bit. Why is it not? Why is it not in there? Oh, right. Just gonna. There's a lot. Just gonna. Bam. Okay, here it is. Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible, except for one little thing. Yes? What is that? This one little impossible thing? Ha! You still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps. Could you get to your point? I heard this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. Oh boy! You're going to ruin your health, my friend. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime. And he discovered this little beauty. Is that the dagger the witness testified?
Obviously, baby. Is it a baby?
What? No. Obviously, Your Honor, but do you not notice something else? Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be a blood stain.
Ah! Get away from me, dagger. I'm just trying to lay down.
No. Where did you find that? I didn't see that one I'm seeing. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene? Huh? The pine tree? The dagger was stuck on the back side of the pine tree. When the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women, this little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree. Hang on, I need to do something. Can you still hear me? Shadow, you need to get out of my way. Move. Thank you for moving. I'm setting my blanket up so maybe we can both lay on it. Move your foot! I hope you guys don't mind the fact that this stream is probably going to be longer than yesterday's, which was almost 2 hours. This one's probably going to be about 2 hours too. Possibly longer. I don't know. Stay.
No laying on it for chat.
Yay! Yay! Probably get both get on it now. Can you fit on it okay?
Kinda.
Oh, my feet are not going to fit, but that's fine.
Mine aren't either.
No, we're both really kind of tall. We're not tall enough. No. We're not tall. I'm 5'3", okay? I'm short.
You're like Francis.
Shut up! Which means the blood on this dagger belongs to the victim, correct? Ha! Were you even listening, old man? I first heard this confession this morning, just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee. What? Didn't you just say it was your 8th a few minutes ago? I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on a short notice. In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed on it immediately. This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. Bailiff! Get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. Now then, the testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible. 7. It's dog hair. No, it's not. Cute girls never lie. Ever. Sure.
Sure they do.
Sure they don't. Can you stop doing that with your foot? My leg rest.
Oh,
Move
no.
your leg!
No.
I'm gonna kick you.
You can't kick me. Ow.
That's the best I can do.
That actually did hurt.
Move your freaking foot before I punch you in the face. Thank you. In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court. About what, Your Honor? About... Stop! Stop being loud.
I'm okay.
Hi, Shadow.
I think he's concerned.
Do you want to let him out? Out of the room. Okay. Please let him out. Oh, whatever. About the incident you saw, but the battle between the two women. Yes, Your Honor.
He's sniffing me.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with a staff, but then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was defensive with her back to the stone. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. Hi, Shadow. What you doing? What you sniffing at? What you sniffing at, huh? Boop. That was a very heartbreaking story. I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore. That seems reasonable.
Does he like this?
He does like that. He likes any sort of pets.
Even if it's here.
Yes. Isn't that right, puppy? He's trying to find a place. He's trying to figure out how to get around. Shadow, come here. He's like, no, don't come this way. Go around the other way. You can't come this way. Show him the way around.
Shadow, that way.
Come here.
He's here, so...
Like, no.
He's here, so...
But whatever.
He
Oh.
counts this as here.
Whatever. Now then, Mr.
Sit.
Proceed with your cross-examination.
Ow, ow, ow,
Shadow,
ow,
you're
ow.
sitting on her hair.
No, he's...
Can you go turn the AC down now? I'm chilly.
I don't care.
Too bad. I'm gonna go do it. You
feet.
talk for them and entertain them.
Did they?
They also left your pudding cup in here.
I know, I haven't thrown it away yet.
I know. You should have taken care of that earlier.
I didn't.
Seriously, you should have.
Pets.
Beep-a-deep. Ow! I hurt myself. Okay.
What did you do that for?
I don't know.
Objection.
Something about you just isn't right today, Iris. Huh? Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions. Well, what do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony? According to you... There's so much dog hair on my screen. That's what she said. Just kidding. Maya Faye stabbed the victim who had her back to the stone lantern, correct? Yes, that's right. But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right? Yes, I think so. But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. Ah. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has spread from your testimony. Ah! What is the meaning of this, Mr. Riot? That's 8, right? Ha! It's simple.
Well, we were on.
Well, now it's 7. People are like books. We all got a front and a back. You get my drift? Is that all you'd say? I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. Should please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much is accessibility just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter, and now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach.
There's sure you'll need emotional support.
Yes. There are certain...
You have him.
Yeah, but... Are you really that bored?
Yes.
So you're staying in here. I'm gonna lock the door.
Don't lock the door. If you lock the door, it'll stay locked forever.
No, it won't.
Mine won't be able to lock like that.
I know, but... There certainly are some inconsistencies. I can't really lock the door from the inside anyway because you'll be able to unlock it. So there's no point in me locking the door. Exactly. Forcing you. Can you stay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Iris, how about it? It's 8. Because you're my counter. You can't leave. There are 250... No, I can't say and. 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee.
Oh, okay.
But to pick out each one requires total concentration and use of all senses.
Okay.
Were you really concentrating on what the witness actually said? Prosecutor Godo, explain yourself.
Godo?
Godot. Godot. Godot.
Stop
trying
to eat my hand.
He's not eating your
Here,
hand.
we'll feed it.
The witness was quite unambiguous.
Unambiguous.
Yeah, I guess. It was quite unambiguous. Okay.
Ambiguous.
It's an I, not you.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous, yeah. Unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light. Light. It's 9.
9.
By the way,
17 cups of trash.
did you know the inner temple has a rule that on nights when an acolyte is there training, the stone lantern in the garden is to always be lit.
Probably means it'll
It's
stop.
lit, fam. Just kidding.
Lit.
No,
Lit.
don't do that.
Lit.
No, stop. You're being cringy.
No one
So
can
was I, so.
What can say me?
Still, you're being cringy. Stop. I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for. Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more
Let
clearly?
me pet you.
Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of...
Bikini.
Sister McKinney. Yep, that's her name now. Bikini.
Sister Bikini.
Ow! Shadow, would you stop stepping on her head? Back up. Back up. Back up.
Push him.
Shadow, come here. Come here. Come here. Either get on the blanket or go away. Come here. Ah! Let him through. Let him through. Come on, puppy.
Stepping on my
Come on, puppy.
iPod.
Good boy. You can stay behind me. You can stay right there. Yep. Okay. Yep. Right there. That's good.
I'm just gonna lay over here now.
No, you can lay right next to me. I mean, my foot might be in the way, but
That's why I'm laying here.
here. How about that? That's better. On the night of the crime, it was
Just go
impossible
in.
to light that stone lantern. Impossible. It hadn't been used in a long time.
Impossible.
Shut up. It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to be nearly pitch black in the garden that night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all. What was the lightning? That's 10? You just got a 10.
9.
We just counted 9.
Oh, we did?
Will you stop smelling me there? You just smelled my armpit. Nice, Shadow. Nice.
There'll probably be like at least 2 more in the stop for today.
Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away.
Well, at least I think. I'm tired.
If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see.
Why do I want to see if these fit me?
Then go ahead.
Okay.
It also explains why they couldn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. Isn't that right, Trey?
Isn't that right, Trey?
No!
Oh my god, these fit. These fit me.
They still fit me too, but
I just want to wear them now.
fine. Go show them off. Go have fun with those shoes. Because those boots were made for walking. Aye. That's tight. Yep.
They only fit just right, so.
Yeah. Order! 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 Here,
I'll just
Your Honor.
my pudding.
Let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind. Why is that judge just sitting there with that look on his face? What's wrong, Your Honor? Was that flame too hot? This lantern. There's something written on it. But why? It's written in blood. Oh boy. So the judge didn't know about that yet. Written in blood? It says Maya upside down. What the? Oh yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her. Because I know you guys are gonna probably not remember this or even know, but if he does say this later on, it's okay. I'm sure he will. But even though 𝙁𝙁 can't see anything without his mask, there are some things he can't see with his mask on, and that is the color red on a white background. Therefore, he cannot see the blood on the white stone lantern. So, and what's really ironic, I'm about to pull out a bunch of spoilers, so if you don't want to hear this, and what's ironic is because the person who killed Mia, aka his, his late girlfriend, we don't, whatever, was red white. So, just let that sink in for a little bit. Okay. With the blood that was draining out of her body.
I am back.
It certainly looks that way. Every time I'm speaking over his objection. Hang on just a minute. What are you all talking about? What do you mean, what are we all talking about? We're talking about the message written in blood. Nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle. Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday. Yep, I just said that. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. I just brought this up to them, and you missed it. So that's what he meant by that. In any case, this is obviously an important clue. We now know that the crime scene was dark, and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Yeah. Some cartilage just cracked. Okay. Well, Mr. 𝙁𝙁, anything further? Mr. 𝙁𝙁. Okay then. Let's move on. 𝙁𝙁 is literally shaking, and somehow, I don't think it's from the caffeine overdose. It's one of my favorites, by the way. I'm gonna take this entire blanket. I hope you don't mind. It's my blanket. So, my blanket. My blanket. I'm a 5-year-old, help!
Internally.
Yes. Fine. I believe it has now been established that Ms. Durham was killed by Maya Fey. That's just wrong. Now it's time to turn our attention to you. Yes, sir. After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? It's 11. Let's hear it. We're all ears. Technically, no, we're all heads with ears. But, I'm not going to take that too literally.
I'm all ears.
Your head is an ear?
No, it just means you hear.
No, I know. I'm just
making a cringy joke.
Yeah! That's what I am. I am cringy. Y'all know this.
We all are. We all are cringe in our own ways.
Okay. After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. You're probably also realizing I'm saying Elise and Elise, so I'm switching between the two of those. It's just like 𝙁𝙁's name. There's so many ways to pronounce it. I don't even know what ways, right? So I need to say
Elise is Elise.
I know it's either Elise or Elise, but it depends. So I'll be switching between Elise and Elise, and I'll be saying a lot of 𝙁𝙁 and 𝙁𝙁, but I'll probably be saying 𝙁𝙁 more than 𝙁𝙁 because I'm trying to get used to myself saying 𝙁𝙁 because it's technically, so if you think about it, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll understand why I'm saying it like that by the end of the case. I mean, some people already know because I've told them, but enough about that.
I only know because they played her.
You already know that because you've played it.
Yeah.
I thought it was my duty to protect the future masquerading tradition. So, I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me, all the way across Dusky Bridge. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to 𝙎𝙁 Temple and... I used the 𝙎𝙊𴆑 to alter the way the wound looked. So, you moved the body. Yes, I was raised at 𝙎𝙁 Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that ɪṛsᴛᴜᴛᴜ was actually Misty Fae. I've committed a terrible sin. A terrible trick of fate. I believe you're looking for twist of fate, Your Honor. I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but you were spotted by the headman, correct? Yes, and that's why I couldn't go back. Your story makes sense, I suppose.
Blah, blah. Blah. What are you doing? But, okay.
I'm so glad you guys can't see what I'm doing behind the screen, because I'm being cringy as heck. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Dun dun. 2, 3, 4, 5. The snowmobile, I knew would show up sooner or later. Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from 𝙎𝙁 Temple to Dusky Bridge. This is the part that was questioned the other day. Should I ask for more details? Ask about the tracks. If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right? Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks. This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride? Yes, I think they are. But I can only see one set of tracks here. I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left 𝙎𝙁 Temple. I see. Snow was still falling, huh? And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks. How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
It's wrong.
It's very important. When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I'd like that statement Irish just made added to the testimony. But does it have something to do with the case? All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record. Ha! This should be fun. 12. You! Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we? Yes, sir. It's not that mean. Okay, well, maybe. Aha! Contradiction! Where's the weather data? Oh crap. Your Honor, the statement contradicts this evidence. No, it does. I don't see anything contradictory in this. That's a penalty. Huh, really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. There goes my... There I go. Hang on.
Yeah, but guess what? People got to see what
Whoops, that didn't go so well. They've seen them before. I've done it on accident before.
You did it on accident. Or did you do it on purpose?
I did it on accident. I didn't read the thing all the way. You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. I got excited. That's what happened. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible. What? This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time. Why do you say that? Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire. What did you say? That the bridge was on fire? You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down. What? But they can't. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of the real defense attorney. It's dark in here. No!
It is dark in here.
You want to flip my light on?
No.
Okay. Order!
Yes,
Order!
ma'am.
Order! Oh, not that light. That light's too weird. What are you doing? Stop! Dun 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 dun
That
dun.
changes anything.
I guess. But
It helps.
the bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right. The inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way she could have crossed the bridge, body or no body. Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Ugh. His voice is so deep. Is that 13? It's 13, boys. The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Oh man. Me? How dare you? Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now. This squat? The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right? Yes, of course, but whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge is burning or not, there are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of 𝙬 was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun, Sister Bikini, witnessed Iris desecrating 𝙬's body. He makes a good point on both accounts. That's right. I'm not lying. What are you claiming this time? Okay, we're gonna move on. I just remembered I wanted to do something. When we're done with today's stream, maybe even a little bit later on, maybe tomorrow, I'll probably do it. I'm gonna make different thumbnails for the different games. So if it's from Justice for All, I'll be making it a little different for that one. And if it's for, since I have a dog with basically almost every single prosecutor in this game, other than the one for Spirit of Justice, which is ꙍ𝙁𝘍𝙁, I don't know who to give it to, and I haven't learned his persona well enough, or I haven't learned his character well enough to really do it, because I haven't played Spirit of Justice yet. Cough. But let's just say I want to make different. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. I just gotta adjust it for each. I'll make a different one for each one, so it'll look a little bit different for each one. So I hope you guys are excited for that. For each game, I haven't played anything from the first game yet, but I am planning on it, so you guys will get to see that soon. I'm trying to decide on which case I want to play. Let me know if you guys want to see. There's 5 cases. There's the first Turnabout Sisters, Turnabout Samurai, and Rise from the Ashes. I'll probably play Rise from the Ashes, but I could play Turnabout Sisters too, even though I'll probably be very sad during that case. But exactly, Liz is over here she's like, don't do that, and I'm like, very good point, but still.
We're already gonna get enough tears from
I'm already gonna cry enough from this. Okay, so it's okay.
I'm never winning.
I'm probably not gonna even cry during because I don't like crying in front of people. But anyway, what are you claiming this time? I wasn't myself at all that night. Shut up. So my memory is still somewhat hazy.
Somewhat. Somewhat hazy.
You stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy? Objection! His freaking voice is so deep I can't even. This hurts my throat, by the way. I'm gonna stop now. It is only human to err. If you're so perfect, right, maybe you can explain this for the court. What is it? When the murder happened, the bridge had already burnt down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick? Ugh! I do. I have an explanation for the magic trick, but he doesn't. I do. Ugh, well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt out bridge. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth. It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation. 14? Am I counting right? Okay. You see what I mean? In other words, we're already at 14. We're not even halfway through the trial yet, dude. Calm yourself down. You're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. Ack! All right, then. Witness, let's hear your testimony once more. About what, Your Honor? You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony. Yes, Your Honor. Will this be her final testimony?
It is, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, for this page. I can check just a sec. Let me see. Let's find out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it is her last, it is Iris's last testimony. And then, it's just about to go down! Sorry, I got loud. She's gonna get exercise out of her plate. He gave me fruit! Hang on.
Because you took it from me.
You're giving it to me.
I know.
Ow. I know, it's so rude of me to be eating during a stream, but I'm hungry.
God.
I said this on Monday, too. Or yesterday. I said it yesterday. I
What
seem
are
to...
you eating?
Pudding. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of food.
This food is good.
Yes. And somehow I'm still skinny. I just have a really fast metabolism.
What?
I have a really fast metabolism and a very poor immune system. Okay, my immune system isn't terrible. I can actually say it's pretty good. But I feel like every time I get sick, I'm like, my immune system is terrible. So, you know, whatever. I mean, you could say it was really bad, though, 'cause I'm always getting, like, kind of sick in a way, because, like, if I don't eat, I get sick, but that's because I'm not eating. Because I have really bad acid reflux.
You can get that fixed, I think.
Yeah, with surgery, but I don't want to worry about that.
You don't want to die from surgery.
Yeah, and with it being such a, because it's got to be fixed up here in, like, your throat. You could lose your voice from it.
You just don't want to be mute.
Yeah, because it's like, I'll explain it later. I don't want to interrupt the stream
Okay.
and, you know, get all gruesome and stuff, so. Sorry, guys. My sister was talking to me about something I didn't want to talk about. Okay, anyway. I'll talk to her about it after the stream if she still wants to. Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Yeah. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge? Let me look at the second page again.
Iris' Dahlia next time.
I know. Just hang on. Oh, this is happening. This is happening in today's stream.
Yay. Fun.
Heck yeah. So it was just a misunderstanding, I see. This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident. That is really loud. It certainly was burned to a crisp. And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall. Oh crap, hang on. There we go. Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across the bridge in this condition. Yeah, because Phoenix fell off of it. And almost died. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. And Maya will be accused of murder. Again! Trite. I'm only going to say it one more time. It is only human to err. And only humans can spot the errors of our... The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
It's about to hit 14.
Eh?
It's about to hit 14.
Oh, yeah. Well, keep the numbers in your head, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, I've missed the line. I don't really care. Ooh, never mind. I don't have that open anymore. I don't have the tab open anymore. My bad. What are we doing? That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. That's dead. I know. I'm sorry, people. I'm so sorry.
That being cringe. Wait.
What?
Once you're cringe, you can't go back.
The finger point. A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility. What? 14?
13.
13.
Wait, no.
14.
14, yeah. Sorry.
Ha! You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air. Now it's officially 14. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Preposterous! Preposterous.
You said it like that because there was...
That's preposterous.
He was in the middle of swallowing, wasn't he?
No, he spit it out. Who is it? Who is this witness? I can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go! Ms. 𝙑𝙑𝘍𝙑𝘍's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice. 𝙑𝙑𝘍𝙑𝘍. Brilliant, highly gifted apprentice. Remember what he said in his testimony. That night, he was at the mountain shack, Heavenly Hall, and that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night. Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument? Uh-oh. The judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket. Well, Trite, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does this sketch prove anything? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch? Upside down? Why did Goto say that? It's like he knows! Ah! Sorry!
He broke the fourth wall.
He did not break the fourth wall!
He's just making
Breaking through the fourth wall would be him breaking and saying, oh, hi, person playing this game kind of thing. I mean, he does that, but not now.
He does?
Technically, he could possibly break the fourth wall. He's that mysterious. He probably could have broken the fourth wall.
Sans does. We all know that.
We're not talking about Undertale.
I know. I'm just making that reference.
No one will know, and no one cares. And I'm about to lose followers. Nice, thanks.
No, I'm not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Anyway, all right, then let's hear the defense's testimony. What exactly is this sketch trying to show? I don't think old Whiskerface is going to forgive any more mistakes. All right, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. What this sketch, drawn by 𝙑𝙑𝘍𝙑𝘍, is a
complete
contradiction. Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I'm not an art critic, but I can even see that.
Thank you for reading that for me. No, that's not what I meant, Your Honor.
Just so you didn't miss it.
𝙑𝙑𝘍𝙑𝘍 stated it over and over, that this sketch was exactly as he saw it.
Because he was laying down.
No, not necessarily. However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. It contradicts reality. Ha! This is getting interesting. This is a 15 because he didn't have one before.
Yeah, when he was talking about make it go upside down.
He didn't have one. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Okay, Trite. So, what exactly contradicts reality as we know it?
On either side.
Yeah, but the white one, no, we'll take that one.
What?
We'll do that one. It's this wire connected to the bridge. The wire? Ha! Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. He didn't drink it, so it doesn't count.
Not yet.
We want the Dusky Bridge photo. Take that. That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct? Yes. Now, compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge, jumping Jehoshaphat! The wires are below the guard wires! What? There you go, there's 15.
Yeah.
Except they spit it out, so
But still counts. Still counts.
I mean, yeah. Order.
Order.
Order. I'm sorry. This sketch is somewhat.
It's been 70 minutes.
That's an hour 10 minutes. This sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong? Or perhaps he just drew it wrong. Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong. Pardon me, that was
Right is not wrong.
because right is wrong.
Right is right.
Okay, so he has number 16 in his hand right now. Keep that in mind.
He's almost at 17.
And we're almost done with the first half.
Oof.
With
So we're doing just the first half.
We're doing the second half too. We're doing part 1 and 2.
And then more
And then,
investigation.
no, it's 3 parts of the trial. That's Friday. Fridays is part 3 of the trial.
Friday's the last part and you'll need me.
And yes,
Again.
yes,
Because feels.
it's gonna be a recess before the 3rd trial, but otherwise.
When it
won't
gets
be.
to the recess, it's over. Cool.
With someone like Larice, I admitted this mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question: why did he make a mistake? What was the reason? Are you saying you know the answer to that? Listen, think back, alright? Remember what Larice was doing when he witnessed this event. He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and finally he laid down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Larry must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did. He was lying on his back. I can't see how it relates. But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down. Ah! Ugh, no way.
Ugh. No way. No way.
Yes way.
No way.
We have the right way,
And
the wrong way, and then we have the Phoenix right way, which is technically the wrong way, but easier.
Who cares?
But easier. Larry Stoneham witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
He took his advice.
We can turn it upside down.
He took Godo's
we can turn
advice.
it upside
He
down.
said
We good now.
He took
Oh!
Godo's advice.
So then, this sketch should actually... I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Larry Stoneham's sketch is like this. This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right! Just like a pendulum. Ridiculous! So, 15. Order. Of all the things to say, 16. A pendulum. The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff. Yes, that sounds right. In order to cover that distance with the pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long.
Pendulum or pendulum?
Pendulum. 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead.
Is it pendulum?
Pendulum. It's spelled pendulum, but it's pendulum. The lightning strike that night can have only been an accident, so it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, the criminal... They didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of the criminal. What?
What?
I'm saying that it was a matter of using what was already there. In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think the criminal had that rope on hand to create a pendulum?
Elise's autopsy report.
No, it's not that. Right, we're right here. So right here. God wants proof as the rope has been long enough and had moved beforehand. Instead, it was possible the rope was there at the beginning when I represent the.
Oh, okay.
And the
Next
meaning of this
Elise's.
is, if you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard. Ah! This is one of the wires from the bridge. When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Dona's body. Because there was simply no other way to move the body. Ha! Oh boy. Dude, you okay?
And now
That
he's
was-
gonna be on 16 after this.
Okay, so that was 15. Mr. Godo. Oh, he's still going. It seems that Mr. Godo is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. Because the boy is scared, that's why. Just kidding.
Wait, does he do that when he's scared?
I don't know. Maybe? What item on my Steam wish list is on sale again? Like, something is going on sale every week. And I still can't afford them. I know. It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all. He's fine now. He's fine now. Possible or impossible? That's not the
Doesn't have
question we
coffee in
need
his
to
hand,
ask.
does he?
He does.
It's not empty, is it?
No. Well, he just banged it on the table. Or the bench. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Trite! I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence the body was swung over like a pendulum? We're gonna go ahead and present the crystal sphere, because that seems more... Because it says either or. It says either or, so... We're gonna present the crystal sphere. We're gonna present the crystal sphere because it makes more sense. I don't know how autopsy would have done it, but... Well, actually, no, I remember now. Never mind how it could have worked. Because it says something about bruises all around on the side of her body. Anyway, before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it was the one that was in front of the inner temple. So then, that was the spot where the criminal... Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point. Did you say drop? Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank. What? What makes you think something like that happened? Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance. Well, what kind of evidence? My voice failed. Take a look at evidence? Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death. 10 feet, huh? That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose. Yes, this bloodstained amethyst crystal. It's the one that came off of Ms. 𝙬╗ staff. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found. Indeed, I believe it's already marked on the overhead map. The crystal was found... Precisely, Your Honor. And the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed. This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You've provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive. And he threw his coffee at him. Mr. Wright! He threw it at him.
And then next will be 16.
I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godo?
Is it hot or cold?
Oh, now it's 16. He's got one now. And now he's drinking it. Nice.
Almost 17.
That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trite. But you forgot about one thing. Oh, and what would that be? The aroma. Huh? But coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. The rest of the court doesn't speak coffee-nese. Can you elaborate a bit more? Coffee-nese. If the criminal had sent the body to the other side, like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it. An accomplice? The criminal wasn't about to cross Dusky Bridge. So, who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite? Mr. Godo is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do. Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to 𝙎 Temple without an accomplice. Very well then. If you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on 𝙎Temple side? Iris. Iris, I'm sorry, baby girl. Just kidding. It can only be you, Sister Iris. Huh? But I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But right here with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Objection.
Yes. Trey, were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in the Inner Temple Garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Goto? This witness was also seen at 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim. Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time. Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you gave the first testimony? Mention what? The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn as by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred, something that you should have already known. No! I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum. But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known all about it. Or known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with. What? How could you say that, Mr. Wright? What kind of nonsense is this?
Oh my god, dude.
No.
Want me to scream no at him?
Yes. You're saying this witness isn't Iris at 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙄𝘼 Temple. Are you serious, Trite? You mean that this woman is... There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand.
That's actually warm and that felt good, but it touched my feet.
Her real name is...
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello, evil woman. She's an evil woman. Evil woman. Not really evil, just very crazy. No, she's evil. I never thought I'd have to utter your name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time. Dahlia Hawthorne. Hawthorne? Sister Iris had a twin sister. And you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless. Ha! It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne. Yep, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh yes, I remember now. That case, 5 years ago. About a week now. He'll be awake.
In about a week, he'll be awake.
Heck yeah, 27th, baby. Please stop chewing so loudly. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. You still want to voice Dahlia, right? No? Not anymore? Okay.
Change my mind.
The honor is all mine! No, the honor is all mine. Oh boy. But, according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month.
It wasn't. It was.
17! No, 16, 17? What number was that? You keep your track? I forgot.
Now he's on 17.
Okay, whatever. So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom. What? Because they're all spirit mediums, boys.
Oh, Dahlia.
Order.
Miss you.
Well, wait a moment. How can you, my sister? She's already dead. What kind of?
You know who it is?
You of all people should already understand. After all, the blood of the master, the 𝙬𝙤 channeling technique flows within that body. The 𝙬𝙤 channeling technique. Now, where have I heard that? That's right, you're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium. There's 17. What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone? on the very night of the murder, to a temple where her twin sister, Iris, was. Well, if you're going to put things that way, then yes. Pardon me. We're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happens? But I know. Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here on these instructions. Ah, where's that? What's that? These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Bay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at 𝙎𝙬 temple. 2 of them.
One of them is still in there.
Yeah, we know. Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell. In other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time. That means the Iris that was dinner was the real Iris. And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Miss Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her. Namely, one �ឌ𴛍. Do you even know what you're saying, Trey? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia business? Yes.
He doesn't understand.
It's true that you found plans to talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? No, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying to me. They're 17 right there. Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled.
The real Iris would be wearing the hood.
The real Iris gave Phoenix her hood.
Exactly.
She's not wearing her hood.
So you can't tell the difference.
Exactly.
It's not real Iris gone now.
Would have been stranded at the inner temple due to that lightning strike. There's still a ton of dog hair on my screen. There we go. There we go. Nope. There we go. It was later that the body was moved by pendulum. That's right. Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far? Yes. After being notified of what happened, the police came to 𝙎𝙬 Temple's main hall. There, they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center. Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that. Whew, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced. Oh, stop. But something still seems off. Way off! I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from the other night. Ha! I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous?
Oh, it's still 17.
No, he drank the other one. He drank 17.
Then how many cups is it?
I mean, unless you can count that there's 2 for each number, so then technically
It's
we're
2
at...
sips for each.
Then technically we're only still at like 13 or something. And I'm too confused. We're done counting. I'm done. I'm too confused.
People still keep count for us?
Yeah, if you guys want to go back and recount, that's perfectly fine. But I'm stupid. I can't count. Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places. So switched places. But who would want to go back and look through the entire, possibly 2 hours of this, just to find and count for me?
89.
That's an hour, almost an hour and a half. It'll be an hour and a half, like 5 seconds. To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial. Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia, which means they must have switched places somewhere. Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at 𝙎𝙬 Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia? Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance. Oh, explain yourself. Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown. Unknown? What do you mean? What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely unsupervised. Well, now who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move around freely like that? I'm sorry. I know you need to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move around was... Where is he? There he is. This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it? Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not? An earthquake? Earthquake! Oh my goodness! The temple! This kind of tremor might... How could I have... She fled. She escaped. We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than 𝙑𝙑𝘍𝙑. That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling and... Be quiet. It's been a long time, Mr. Judge. That voice. Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask her her name and profession. That's one of my rules. I need to sneeze. Can you read the line for me, please? Thank you.
Dahlia Hawthorne. And my current profession? Permanently retired.
Ow! You read it?
I'll do it now.
Okay.
I feel like doing it now.
Okay. Ha! So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
Look at her face! What is going on here? Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought we'd meet again, and I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her, and for myself.
Forever.
To be continued, but we're not done here!
Why not?
Because we're doing the second part! You're saving... Thank you!
Who's ready?
Me.
This second part is short, though.
Yeah, it's short. But you know what's part of this?
Yes.
You guys are about
Can
to...
I just...
Yeah, you could do that, sure. She just pushed my glasses up on my face. They were falling off.
They've been falling off like the whole time.
Oh. Well, sorry. Now then, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Well, witness?
Yes? How can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well, it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony.
I have no problem with that. But when you see what I have...
But when you've seen what I have, sometimes the truth is better left unknown.
Known.
Really? We didn't even read the whole line.
I said unknown with you.
In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night.
The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Maya Fey would first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris. The plan went wrong, but it seems to have succeeded anyway.
We have to press on all of the statements. Oof. I didn't read that. You see it?
Nope, I didn't.
Wait a minute!
No, he didn't say anything. He
Oh.
screamed hold it before he did.
Oh, did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Fey?
Yes. You have a problem with that?
Don't give us that nonsense! There's no way that... Watch yourself, Trite. If you've got a problem, solve it during cross-examination. That's my rule. Mr. Gatto is correct. And by the way, that's my rule as well. To kill Maya? Could it be true? I'm trying to differentiate voices, guys. I'm trying so hard and failing.
I don't have to read this again.
No.
Okay.
We're pressing. I'm presenting. Just kidding. You were executed last month, correct?
Yes, I was hanged. It wasn't exactly pleasant.
Sad day. How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Fay?
Last year, she was transferred to the same detention center as me. Since I was on death row, she was my mother. It was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
I see. So that's when you discussed the plan.
Are you crazy? At first, that woman planned...
Was planning to kill me as well.
Even though I'm her own daughter.
All to make 𝙁𝙁 the master of Curain.
She's a cold, twisted woman.
So are you!
She thought she could finally regain her lost honor.
That's why her husband left her in the first place, because she didn't become the master.
The honor she lost when her younger sister Misty took her place as the master.
What happened to your voice?
I don't know.
Can you, like, make it the same, but, like, not so loud?
Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
A plan, huh? A plan, huh?
Hey.
Hang on, I'm reading something. Okay. You're talking about 𝙁𝙁, is that correct?
Yes. Though at first she had high hopes for the two of us.
You and your twin sister, Iris.
That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us have much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with our father.
Abandoned?
The only person I ever really cared about in life was myself. My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple.
You mean Iris?
Yes! My father remarried a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general.
Then why did he have kids? If he didn't want kids, why did he have kids? Oh my god, this is so much easier if he didn't have kids.
Well,
Sorry.
it was an accident.
It could have very well been an accident, but I refuse to believe that. Okay. You didn't finish that line, right?
You said it.
Okay.
How horrible.
Thank you.
The real horrible one was that woman, that bitter, vengeful woman.
Meh.
It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, 𝙁𝙁. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power, unfortunately for her. Morgan Fay heaped all of her broken dreams,
Hopes and dreams
onto that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams having her bloodline become the main family.
Maya would have to die, but why?
For our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Pearl the new master. The remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of.
But Pearls would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Maya.
How sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master. That's all.
That's ridiculous.
She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal.
She's not gonna get it.
The life of her daughter, and naturally, the life of Maya Fey as well.
How could anyone do that?
Someone's watching.
Hello? Who are you? Who's here? Hello? You were going to kill Maya.
Pearl didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was follow the instructions in the letter and channel me.
Oh, they left.
Then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead and there's nothing any of you can do to me.
Grr! So the plan was to blame the crime on your younger sister. On Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
She and I looked absolutely identical. No one could tell us apart.
Yeah, but Dahlia, you have red hair.
Well, she dyed it red.
Yeah, I know she dyed it red, but shut up.
If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it.
And the witness in this case was the head nun, Sister Bikini. I'm trying.
I never would have guessed she was going to return to temple that night.
Okay, but I think Mia's gonna pop up for a little bit in here, so I'm gonna try and voice her what she does.
Okay.
You have a little something up on her right there. I don't know what it was. Is that popcorn? You read this, right?
Mm-hmm. But he wound up seeing Iris's crime anyway.
But why did you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she? I don't know what I'm doing with the voice.
That's fine.
Isn't she?
Sister? Don't make me laugh.
But she's your twin sister, isn't she? The Scottish accent? What you talking about? I don't even know what this is anymore. That's the judge's voice.
She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
Icky.
She's yelling right now, so that's why I did that.
Backstabber.
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway.
Wait, no, I think it'll be tomorrow's case that she does for a little while. I can't remember. You think the plan was a success?
You heard me. Just as the woman had hoped. Maya Fey is dead. Now the title of the master will pass on to Prophet.
That's absurd! Maya's she's just trapped inside the sacred cavern.
Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you, my darling Feeny?
No! Don't do that! No! This is bad! No!
Come on, don't start freaking out.
I'm already freaking out. What are you talking about?
Come on.
Dad, help!
Get back up.
Fine. I'm just gonna sit in the corner and cry.
Do you want to know the truth?
Yes.
Ever since we met, I've despised you.
You suck.
Your sniveling
Naivete.
and your pathetic faith in other people.
I just want to know one thing. What did you personally think of Morgan's face? Morgan's face? Morgan's face. Morgan's face, yeah. Morgan face plan. I hate Morgan face guts.
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan.
Why did you put them with it?
It had no point, no value, other than fulfilling her own greedy desires.
Then why did you go through with it?
Yes. It was certainly nothing to be proud of. I think she heard you.
Boy! He wants to know the same thing. If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? Why would you kill Maya?
You may not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me, why?
Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was for myself. For my own personal satisfaction.
Satisfaction, you dum-dum.
I can't.
She can't read.
No, I can't speak right now because I'm also tired.
You didn't get enough sleep last night? What did you say? Please be better tomorrow. I mean, I don't know if she'll pop up, but you can probably voice a couple people.
Okay.
So this woman,
If Pearl
Dahlia
pops
Hawthorne.
up, I'd be glad.
Yeah, I think Pearl's gonna pop up towards the end.
This is my Pearl voice and it's so high and squeaky.
So this woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reason for wanting Maya dead. She did. She did! Obviously, it's because you were helping Morgan Fay. I have to write to present something on
Helping?
there.
Don't make me laugh.
I do have to present something on that statement because it was a different statement, but...
From that day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone.
But I really wanted to do this one. This one quote.
I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious.
So she wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan. She was just using Morgan and her plan so she could accomplish her own.
All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. That was the only way I could think of get revenge.
Revenge? Looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. I can't believe it. She meant to kill Maya. I've got to keep a cool head. And I need to get more information out of her. It's the only way to understand this plan, and that's what she was after as well.
Go back.
The whole plan began to try is my death, so blah 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 blah. So anyway, do you understand why I would kill my FA now? What my goal was to present profiles.
Is that right?
Yes! It is right. Oh boy.
Get out.
Could it be that your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself? As I said,
none of you have the power.
to punish
As I
me.
said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore.
Sounds more like a demon that way.
Because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem, you see. You can't punish the dead, and you can't take revenge against them either.
You wanted to take revenge on someone?
I was sentenced to die because of that woman. Mia Fey.
I somehow knew this was it.
I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands I suffered my first humiliation.
Do your voice for her, but also.
Sorry. I wanted her to feel the same pain as she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized what was impossible, I gave up.
And the reason it was impossible was it perhaps because Mia Fey had already died.
Yes, and I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
Even when a body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. I wanted to take away the person that Mia Fey
was most.
I said
Dum dum.
I said it, and then
You said the wrong name. You do not do that. That is cursed.
I'm sorry.
Get out of my face.
I wanted to kill her with my own hands.
You can go and just do her voice now. I'm tired.
That would be the one and only way I could take revenge. Against Mia Fey. That was the only reason why I helped out with that woman's plans.
Just for that? For that, you would kill Maya? Your goal is no different than that of Morgan Fey.
2 hours?
No, not yet. Not until it hits 120. As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless.
Don't waste your time preaching to the dead.
Dead.
I've already told you there's not a thing you can do to me.
Grr!
That night, at about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on the demon warding hood. Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left Hazakuta Temple. I told you, the one with the...
Shut up. So, it was at least Stoneham who channeled her after all. Thank you for putting that around my body.
That ridiculous head nut never noticed a thing. She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her pearl back.
What did you do then?
That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped.
Hi, puppy lover.
I can't see.
I caught up with her.
I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger and got in front of the storeroom and...
She did. Just kidding. She's not dead. But... I'm fine. Thank you. I'm doing okay other than silently freaking out. So then you're saying that you stabbed Maya? What?
It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that.
Because someone died. What does that mean? No clear memory.
I don't know. I think I was stabbed.
Yeah! You were stabbed! I just spoiled it. I'm so stupid. Ow. Ow. I just hurt myself again.
She said things.
You were stabbed.
At the last minute, 𝙑𝙀 must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it.
That's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a french fry with a plastic fork.
Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness. But before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Just as I was passing out, I wrote Maya behind my back. I had hoped it would cast suspicion on her.
And it did, but
Not fully.
not really, but it
No!
did. Oh, shut up, Dahlia. I can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end.
That's where my memory temporarily stops.
Oh, rest in peace to your phone. It stops?
I don't have any memory of actually killing 𝙑𝙀 with my own two hands.
Only like the orange ones I'll do like that.
My very last memory was Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern surrounded by the darkness.
You were in the sacred cavern. Bye.
The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there.
But how did you wind up in there?
I'd like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not 𝙑𝙀 was dead. And I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had to kill her myself.
For Ghost, you're one tough cookie.
I wanted to get out of there and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out. My voice did a weird thing.
The trick lock stopped you, huh?
I didn't know how to remove it.
So then you're saying you were actually confined against your will inside the sacred cavern?
Yes! I wanted to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it. That voice.
Interrupted?
It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training hall.
What? Who? Could it have been Maya? No.
I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I had to make sure to hide myself while at the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only 2 people could have gone into the training hall. Maya and Pearls. Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll and gravy.
Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late.
What do you mean by that? Look at him. He's just like, what?
The files had already been...
The flies.
The flies already started together.
The bridge had been fixed and the police had started their investigation, correct?
Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
The real Iris?
She said she'd come to make sure the sacred cavern was all right. Stupid girl. I came out from the sacred cavern and got a feel for the situation. Someone's still watching.
I don't know. Hello?
Hello? And I locked her away in my place. I had finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
I don't know what that was.
Help!
What do you mean your plan had succeeded?
I had misunderstood the one thing, you see.
Misunderstood?
Misunderstood.
Mist.
that night, the one that had summoned me. I had assumed that it was Prophet.
Hello? Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions. I don't know how to voice this dude anymore, so I just gave up.
But I was wrong. The person who had actually called my spirit back was Misty Faye, the picture book author.
What?
Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there.
Something just got stuck to my hand. Hello?
They're not answering you.
It's okay.
Maya
I don't
Faye,
care.
I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all.
I don't care. I don't care if they're watching and being quiet. That's totally fine by me. It means I don't have to communicate.
But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin of a human can commit.
And that is matricide.
Matricide. The sin of killing her own mother.
No! Hey!
Maya is not dead. She's not dead.
Order of the court. What is the meaning of this?
It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya Faye.
That was really loud and that hurt my ear.
But even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Misty Faye's life was none other than your darling little Maya.
Ridiculous! That's nonsense.
Are you sure about that? Just think about it.
Are you sure about that? The John Cena meme.
There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Maya Faye had disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it?
I was supposed to read Maya Faye's disappeared, but you know, whatever. Huh?
The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple, that much is obvious. In that case, there is only one place she could be.
Where?
Do I have to spell it out? The bottom of the Eagle River. Where else?
Eagle River.
Maya Faye killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that?
You sound like a demon. And that's the whole point.
That's why she threw herself into Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up there are lost forever.
You're killing me, he smalls. Lower your volume. You're probably killing people.
Sorry.
I know you can't help it.
I know.
Ow.
So, what do you think I have to say now? Feeny?
Nice! That's probably gonna be my ringtone, by the way. My actual ringtone. I haven't decided if I want it to yet, but
let it play out.
I'm going to. Oops. Sorry, that's my phone. What kind of ringtone is that? Hey, shut up. Be nice. Got here. Or Goto here. Okay, thanks. Was it something important? They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern. That's great! What about Maya? There was a woman in the cave. Was it Maya Faye? It was the accused, Sister Iris. Huh?
Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just got finished telling you that.
I just got finished telling you that. So, what about Maya? Where is she? There was no one else found in the sacred cavern.
That was no one else found in the sacred
You
cavern.
can turn that off now. It doesn't light up.
Okay, it's bright in here now.
Yeah!
Yay, thanks, Clouds.
Thank you, rain, for stopping, because I blessed the rains down in Africa. I'm sorry. No, it can't be.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead. Nice voice.
She's dead.
No! I wanted to do that with you.
No! Ew.
Not.
Shut up! Shut up! You're spoiling it! Shut up!
No one can
It seems this case has come to an end. A tragic end.
No, it hasn't.
Not yet, sir!
Not yet! God!
Not yet, Your Honor. We're not done yet. Sadly, it appears the killer of Millie's Dunham is known as Missy Faye. Was her own daughter, Maya Faye. No. It's been 2 hours. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Faye jumped to her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River. No. It can't be.
No.
I think this is you. Nope. Wasn't you.
But it's still.
There. Trite. Have you ever heard this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth, no matter how improbable it may seem. Those are on my Instagram page! What is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Godo? According to Lewis Witness, Maya Faye threw herself in the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth? Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when murder was taking place in the garden. Which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the temple side near the bridge. That's right.
You can do it now. I'm eating.
Okay, let me hear yours again real quick.
That's right.
That's right. That's where she jumped from.
I also get emotional when I'm Dahlia.
I'm sorry you do that, but that's impossible. It's impossible.
I mean emotional as in very angry.
Yeah, but it's impossible to jump into the river from there.
She's an angry person.
What? Don't get your panties all twisted up, right? Just relax and think through the whole thing again. I like how he's helping him out. So
he is?
It's impossible. Maya couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River. Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Faye threw herself into the river from the Eder Temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim?
We changed it from a Scottish accent to a deep voice.
I don't care. I don't even know what's going on with his voice anymore. Present you
Jacksepticeye and sand.
Hazakura Temple map. It's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness. What did you say?
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map.
When there's exclamation points with dot dot dots, just make a very surprise sound.
As you can see,
when it is question mark.
yeah, I know, I hear those all the time. Below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Rock shelf?
Oh, ooh, you're right. She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo. Ah! No, look over here.
No.
You're done eating, go over here and voice her. Ha! So you finally figured it out.
Voicing her is annoying.
No, please.
No!
You! No! But order! You're just playing with me. Maya Faye's body's at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could possibly be hiding.
What happened to your...
I don't know. That's why I can't voice Dahlia. You're supposed to do it. Come on. Fine. Yeah! Ms. Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago.
Maya Faye wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River. Correct. That eliminates all the most likely possibilities. Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be. What? What is this one possibility we're talking about?
We're almost done, aren't we?
Yes.
We won't have any other choices after like this.
Go.
That's obviously a bluff.
We have like 2 more things to present. No, 3.
Ow.
So, where is her dead body then?
My voice is weak. Just so you know, don't wear headphones if you're gonna watch this.
Too late.
Too late! People already have. I'm a loud person.
Yeah.
This is why I can kill people's ears.
You've already destroyed me like 5 times in the stream. How about you calm down? Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. That was Phoenix.
I know, but I'm still whispering it, because why not?
But I think there's still a way to give 𝙑𝙑𝘿 Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Ms. Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? Maya Fey is in this very courtroom.
Because she is.
Shut up. You're not supposed to say that. There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
What?
Maya Fey is here. You say she's here in my courtroom.
I said because she is.
Shut
Damn
up.
it.
What did you say?
I said because she is.
What after that? Did you just swear on my Christian Minecraft server?
I did not swear.
Okay, whatever you say.
I said to your answer.
𝙑𝙑 Hawthorne. And I seem to recall that you said I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling 𝙑𝙑 Hawthorne?
Why? Wait, that's obvious! It's Pearl Fade, the pathetic little sniveling rumped.
You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it. I've never failed. You wanna do this?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it happened.
Isn't there any explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Someone called me before Pearl did. But who? Oh God, what happened?
Oh God, what happened? So she like turned British for a second there.
Sorry.
Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct? That was good.
Thanks.
It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. Every time I do this, I give you a chance to practice for your future.
Yay!
There was someone who called you before she could. Maya! This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it. Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left. Really? That is stupid. Come on already. I can't stand the tension. 𝙑𝙑 Hawthorne? The person channeling you right now must be Maya Faye.
What?
That was good, right?
Yes, very good.
Yay! I'm good at being Dahlia!
Very good.
I'm a good Dahlia. But when your voice goes to the wrong accent.
When it goes British. What? 𝙑𝙑 Hawthorne is British now. Are you good with that?
Lol.
But how could that be?
Remember?
Nope. Remember what the witness, 𝙑𝙑 Hawthorne, said about her goal? She said that her goal was to kill Maya Faye.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that's right. It's fine. But if Maya channeled someone that was trying to kill her. Ha! Well, Chris, what would happen? Could it be?
Could it be?
I burped in the middle of that. Oh God. Pardon me.
Judges love food.
I'm so inappropriate today. I'm not inappropriate. I'm
Judges
so
love-
like,
Judges love food.
not necessarily. You don't know that.
The judges.
That's you're just making an assumption. Yeah, the one of ♑ Hope loves, yes.
I love him.
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor.
Well, I don't. What are you going on about?
You sound like a yandere.
Well, that's what she is.
Kind of. I mean, what I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
To protect herself from me?
little Oni? Yes, on the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey. The path to the inner temple was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. Can you move on for me? Can you move the text on for me? Just touch it. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All along, you thought you'd been channeled by Pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you!
No, don't say that!
Oh, she's angry.
You are saying that I was played for a fool by that little whelp?
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying.
Maya Fey killed herself, isn't it obvious?
Objection.
That's why she looks like Iris.
Yeah, sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. Go ahead. Start doing the thing again. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who's never been out in the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea?
Well, of course. Mia!
Hello? Mia Fey!
It's been a long time, ظ Hawthorne.
I'm having fun. You?
My girl! So it's true, it was you. Yes. Ha! You're something else.
But what? What are you doing here?
That hair. It's Pearls, right? Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to the night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden. And then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness.
I was stabbed by Maya Fey.
Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you. She did.
She did? She did?
Huh?
Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed. Ow. I just broke something.
Okay.
I'm breaking. I'm okay. When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do.
She did that? I can't believe it.
Of course, I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear, and that was, I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free. Free? What do you mean? It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Ďalia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived. So it was Maya who put that lock on there. Yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things? If she hadn't done it, Ďalia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Fey. Pearls? Yes. Yes? Yes? Yes. Oh, let me find the voice again.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Yes. Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. So all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Fey's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Ďalia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly. So that's how it was. Ďalia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Fey to kill Maya at all costs. Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you! I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it?
I'm not doing the stuttering.
Why not just admit it, Ďalia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure. Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean by another?
I had to cough. I'm dead. Think about it, Ďalia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
What? How dare you? My voice is giving up.
11 years ago. Well, she should be giving up too. The fake kidnapping, your very first crime. Dead. You got your hands on $2 million diamond, but my leg hurts. That's what. But after Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth! That wasn't my fault!
That was.
It was because of that stupid oaf and
Of a prisoner.
of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman.
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but you wound up killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. The hand itches. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny.
You... Wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face.
But I don't want to.
Was that good there?
And now this! You've messed up again! You let Maya Fey escape. Even though she was right there in front of you.
Mia Fey! You spinster!
What did I do?
I was supposed to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would.
Go. It's you.
And if you had only gotten the spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death.
True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me.
What? What did you say?
Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all eternity. I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on, forever. That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne. A miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that, no hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you is burnt to a crisp.
You're wrong.
It
Can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you?
I'm so excited!
I'm having fun voicing.
Yeah!
I'm having fun voicing her.
Again.
Yes.
You say that and then you leave and then you come back. Oh, this is fun. Why did I decide to leave? It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now.
I can't do it for that long. It's basically.
That's really loud. I'm gonna put a disclaimer in the title.
Warning,
probably.
very loud.
Yeah. Ow! I hurt myself. Ow.
Not
Ready?
Not ready to go.
And there you have it. This is an exorcism in an Ace Attorney game.
Now that she is taken care of.
Ow, I hurt myself.
Down you go.
I should probably put that in the title.
But now,
I can think about it now.
want me to do Maya too?
You can do that if you'd like.
Quieter voice, Nick. Sis.
Oh my freaking god, she freaking did. Just kidding!
She just passed out.
I am.
Sometimes you can't say people when they're that stupid.
Now then, I assume you are the real Iris? Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I don't have to do any more voice acting till the end.
I must say, hang on. I must say, you and your identical sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything's finally been cleared up.
Mr. Godo, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from. Well, it seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime.
I'm gonna lay down.
Okay, you tired? I don't blame you. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan. Well, yes, Your Honor. Well, you better be ready to do some more voicing tomorrow because you're gonna help me.
What time is it gonna be on? 3?
Probably on the same time today, yeah. It's
Okay.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It would be best for everyone to no longer, it would be best for everyone if no further attempt is made to channel a spirit again. Hang on.
No one could scream as long as Dahlia Hawthorne. I would have done it, but I'm just like...
Your Honor. Yes, what is it? About this whole spirit medium thing, it's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now. Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concentrated effort to study up on the Curian channeling technique. Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Occult? I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench, and in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will, in order to fully understand that world. First, we have to immerse ourselves in it completely, and that's where my brother and I used to differ. Never thought of it that way. At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Hazakura Temple. You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor. What do you mean by that, Mr. Godo?
He's not done.
This trial,
Is there a last choice you have to do?
I don't think so. Not until the recess.
Okay, we're not doing
Well, we'll do the recess, and then after the recess, it starts back up. So we'll do the recess. But that's it. Okay. This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means. What? Trite? Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony? Huh? Dahlia's
Mrs.
testimony.
Evil Spirit.
It's Miss Evil Spirit.
Not, it's Ms.
Miss!
Ms.
Shh. It's Miss! I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. Trying. I think I was stabbed.
I think I was. I'm doing the wrong word. But I don't know. It's actually more comfortable to speak up this time.
Then stop speaking. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Not really.
Yes, that's right. The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia.
Ugh.
Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it. But this isn't over.
Not yet. It's not over yet.
Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there is evidence that proves her innocence. No way. But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony. The prosecution is ready to call our final witness. The final witness? This one will clear up the whole mystery.
Do we know
The mystery of who killed Misty Faye.
who
Indeed.
is this witness?
I know who it is.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna tell you. Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor? Of course it's alright, Madam Attorney.
He says that because
Very well then. Sorry, you guys are probably wondering why I'm doing this. There's a lot of spit on my screen and I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's irritating me. Who is this final witness? Ha! Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Someone who saw the murder take place? The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes. You mean Maya? You can't. She can't testify after what she's just been through.
can I get up now?
You can get up. We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Fey to the witness stand.
Because I need to voice Maya.
Well, we're not going to be voicing her till tomorrow, but
Okay.
I think she might pass up a little bit. But first, we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Fey to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial. Hey, Trite, I got something to say to you, so listen up. What is it? I don't think much you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you. You've got some nerve. But that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself. That's enough! This court is now in recess. Dun dun dun.
No more Mia.
No more Mia. Bye, Mia! I love you! We're gonna do the recess, and this will be it for the day. Can't believe the stream is almost 2 hours, 20 minutes long. Actually, it's almost 2.5 hours.
Holy jeez.
Yeah!
Morning. Loud.
I haven't saved that yet.
You did.
I haven't clicked saved changes, but I'm gonna hit now. I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me, but I was missing all day, and we didn't even have a chance to talk. She's right.
My Iris voice is my Dahlia voice.
That's my Iris voice right here.
Yeah. Your Iris voice is better than mine.
Yeah. When I met Iris at that trading hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern. I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today for you to root you on. Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you, why did you help your sister out as much as you did? Huh? If you had tried to get help with the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there. My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from our father either. Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it? Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to 𝙎☆Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her. Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago? Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. Ow, my leg. I'm trying to stretch my leg and it hurts and I can't bend it. I can't bend it the right way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's half-sister, Valerie, ended up... That was the case that wounded Mia so badly. But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder. Some people? You must mean... Yes, 2 defense lawyers. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth. Dahlia even tried to kill the one person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You. That's right. I'm so sad!
Need a hug?
No, I'm okay. I'll be fine. I can do this.
You'll need a hug.
No, stop! Don't touch me! Iris, there's one more thing I had that I have to ask you. Yes, what is it? On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Donham, was it really you? Yes, it was me.
That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple. But the path to the inner temple was cut off, right? Exactly. We can't just leave the body here. Alright, let's do this, as you said. It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Myssterixus always held. I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff. Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to 𝙎𝙬𝘼 Temple on the snowmobile. But why? Why did you alter the body? I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the 𝙎𝙬𝘼. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground. Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. I see. Defendant? Yes. The judge is calling you. He wants you to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne. All right. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you later. Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me. I'm scared. I just had a panic attack. So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Sorry. I don't know who's that. Shut up! Maybe even from the very beginning. Phoenix. Mia. How is Maya doing? Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case. I see. You don't mean she's learned who 𝙬╗ really was? Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew. But why? Maya is stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it. What do you mean by that? I want you to figure that out by... I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. The trial is about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet? Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still. I think that just maybe I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the inner temple, and the criminal wasn't just there by accident, which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning. And one more thing. The victim was moved to the 𝙎𝙬𝘼 Temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day. Exactly. So the criminal was someone that wasn't in 𝙎𝙬𝘼 Temple the following day. That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win or lose. Okay. I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Misty Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me. All by myself. No help. And with that, guys, I have to leave it off here. I am so sorry. I know. Cliffhangers for days. I'm so... Yay.
Cliffhangers.
But tomorrow, we will get through everything, and I am going to need so much emotional support during this freaking thing.
That's why I'm gonna be here.
Snowy, aka Melissa, is going to be back with us, and I'm about to cry.
I had fun.
Yeah, I'm about to cry.
Voicing Dahlia was awesome.
You okay with... Hey, shut up. Are you okay with voicing Maya tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay.
I got a Maya voice right here. And my Pearl voice right here.
Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh crap, I hit cancel.